Hello and welcome to Snapshot. I'm your host, Alan Wolffe. And on this edition, we're going to take you for a behind-the-scenes look into the world of gourmet cooking. And today, we are going to feature gourmet entrees here at the Hyatt Hotel in beautiful Coral Gables, Florida. No further ado, let's go inside. As promised, Alan Wolffe back with you here in the kitchen at the Hyatt Hotel here in Coral Gables. And with us is Chris Dugenske, the executive chef of the Coral Gables Hyatt Hotel. That's a big job, I'll bet.
Well,
a lot of responsibility.
Yes, there is.
What is your primary duty as an executive chef as opposed to the other positions here in the kitchen?
Well, I make sure that all administration work gets done. I make sure that all the operations run well, smooth, properly, so that there is no mistakes. The guest has the best experience they can have. And basically then creating menus, creating different entrees, desserts, and so forth.
And of course the buck stops with you.
Well, most of the time, I'm the one.
Listen, do you have to be like a head and a half taller than the TV show host to have this job?
No.
I think my boss set me up on this one. What's our first order of business today here, Chris?
Well, today we're going to cook some lobster.
Ooh, sounds good.
And it's going to be with a spicy curry sauce. And all the ingredients are here. It has we're going to have angel hair pasta and some julienne veg. And we're just going to start from there. We're going to break open the meat from the lobster, so it's all you have to do is eat it. You don't have to play with them with any of the bones.
Hey, that's for me. And I noticed that the first thing we did today, we washed our hands. That's very important, isn't it?
Very important. And make sure that your hands are sanitized and that there's no germs on your hands when you work with this, with any kind of food product. Okay.
Well, the lobster look like they lie in waiting for us to take care of them.
And they are waiting for us. So let's go ahead and start.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of lobster are these?
These are Maine lobsters.
Okay, into the pot they go.
Into the pot.
Ow, ow, that hurts. Oh, was that the lobster we just heard? No, not actually. It was a very poor attempt by the host to be humorous. Well, now they're about to boil.
They're about to boil, and inside the pot we have a court bouillon, which is with seasonings. It has carrots, celery, and onions. Give it some extra flavor as it's cooking.
Okay.
Okay. Now
we have a lot of ingredients here, Chris.
Now, you need a lot of ingredients. It just looks more than what it is. Once you start cooking, it's not enough sometimes, but we're going to do the best we can today.
You don't have a book out.
Don't have a book. Going to have to go just wing it today.
Okay.
All right? That's the best way.
And of course,
creative.
Being bedecked in the chef's hat and uniform is an integral part of this whole thing.
That it is.
As you can see, I have my hat and my chef's uniform. I guess that means I'm going to be able to help today a little bit.
I hope so. I don't want to do all the work myself.
Okay. Whoa, my God. Sorry about that, folks. I'm not quite as seasoned, if you get my drift, as Chris is at this.
Okay.
The lobster will be.
The lobster. While the lobster's cooking, we're going to take a saute pan and put it on the flame. Get the pan nice and hot. That's the key. Saute, means jumping, and we want everything to jump out of that pan when we start cooking.
Jump out of that pan and right into my mouth.
That sounds good. Well, hopefully we can do that.
I hope so.
So we start out, a little oil.
What kind of oil is this?
This one is just a salad oil. Okay, the reason I use a salad oil over olive oil, and this, for instance, is because the olive oil is very strong, very potent, and I'd rather go with a nice light flavor, because this curry sauce will be a light flavor. Okay, so right now we got a nice hot oil going right there. We have shallots.
Oh, look at this.
Shallots. Now you can go ahead and put some in there. We're going to have a good time doing this.
Oh, all right. I wonder if this shallot is any relation to Gene. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, some are chopped, some are not. Do I put the whole business into the pot?
No, just put about 2 teaspoons of the chopped in there, and we'll start that way.
2 teaspoons. Where did you train to do this job, Chris?
Basically, it was just a lot of hard knocks and hard work going on.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, just learning from other chefs and growing up with them.
By doing?
By just
hands-on.
The experience part.
Okay, the shallots have now been added.
Now we have some garlic.
Indeed it is. Is there a benefit to using fresh garlic and shallots and so on, opposed to opening a jar?
Well, you know, with technology nowadays, you know, it's always nice to have fresh and start fresh. But with technology and the process that produce companies use now, you know, it's basically just the same. It's a time saver for the household. You know, the women or men that come home and they want to make something quick, open a jar and it works great.
Now, how do we know when this has sauteed sufficiently?
Well, in this pan, we're going to saute it until it's a little golden brown.
Okay, let's take a look at that. And it's getting that way now, yes.
Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to add some curry powder.
Okay.
Okay, we need about 3 or 4 teaspoons of curry powder.
And of course, you just know this by doing for all of these years.
Just doing, and I'll tell you what, we might go a little farther. I might say, let's add some more.
Okay. We once did a show on Indian cuisine, and this is a very familiar smell.
Oh, yes. And it's excellent. I mean, the reason we're sauteing is that we get some of the bitter taste out of the curry, and so that it tastes much better that way.
Look at that. Let's take a look at that. Wow. Yes, indeed. Looks like a lot of the oil is being absorbed.
Yes, it is.
And I guess that's part of what needs to happen.
That's part of what needs to be happening.
Ooh.
Now.
Okay. Ooh, the smell is great. Wish you could smell this.
We're going to add a little white wine. This is a little Chablis.
Okay, let's add a little. Oh, sorry. Add it. Add it. Okay. Tell me when.
So keep going.
Oh, look at that.
We're deglazing the pan so that nothing sticks to the bottom. That's good.
And it's not Teflon, I noticed.
Not Teflon.
We've deglazed the pan.
Deglaze the pan and reduce the wine.
And now let's deglaze the host a little bit, or glaze the host, as it were. That was great. I'm sure that my jacket enjoyed what I dripped here as well.
Okay, so basically now we're just reducing the wine. And we need to add a little bit of cream, and that'll give us some nice, rich flavor.
Ooh, and is this
heavy whipping cream?
heavy? Oh my
so
gosh!
You know it's nice for those nice diets.
Oh yes. Look at that heavy whipping cream. Cameraman Rich Umansky, eat your heart out. Do we add all of it?
Nope, that's good.
Okay, now could the host check it to make sure that it is authentic?
Sure.
Okay, to maintain truth in broadcasting, let's see if this heavy cream is indeed heavy cream and not like skim milk. Oh, it's heavy cream. It is definitely heavy cream. Great. Obviously low cholesterol as well.
Obviously. Now what we're going to do here is just reduce all the cream, let it simmer. But while we do that, we're going to add some pepper flakes. And these are red pepper flakes.
Look at that. There are a variety of colors here as well. No, I won't be sampling this. How many teaspoons?
Now that's the key. It's how high would you like it? Some people like it spicy, some people like it
on the easy side.
Easy side? Well, then we're on easy right now.
Because I do have to be able to continue speaking. Okay,
so
and this goes back.
There. So now basically what we're going to do is just let it simmer. Just let it get, reduce. And it's going to thicken by itself. We're not going to have to add any starches or anything to thicken it up. It'll do it all itself.
Look at that. How do you know when it's right? It's this side of burning, obviously, but
right.
How do you know?
It's just a feeling you have. I mean, you can tell by the texture, by how it looks on a plate. We'll grab a ladle and we'll drizzle it down back into the pan and see how thick it gets.
Okay, great. Now, is it time to put it together?
Okay, just about time. What we're going to do is pull the lobsters out.
Ooh, this is kind of my favorite part here, pulling out those lobsters.
Okay, we got these.
Let's pull it out.
And I have some ice water right here.
Oh, look at that.
Put them in the ice water so we can cool them down.
I think if I was in the boiling water, and I've been there a few times, I might not mind some ice water. Okay, there they are. Look at that. It does indeed cool them down quickly. Look at that. Yes, indeed. You know, it's interesting that you have this particular lobster here. And I wonder how you did it, because this lobster looks exactly like my cameraman, Rich Umansky. It's just amazing, the resemblance there. And of course, we're not fortunate enough to be able to band him when we don't want to hear anything else. Beautiful lobster.
Okay, the sauce is going there, so we're just going to simmer it. Now we're going to take the lobster apart. Okay.
Now, is there a definite method to doing this?
Well, every chef will tell you a different story. Everyone's right if it works.
Okay.
That's the key.
Oh, there goes the head again.
Okay. So what we're going
Kind
to
of
do...
getting excited about this.
What we're going to do is we're going to just break the claws right off of the arms, and we're going to use those for garnishing a little bit.
Okay.
But they're all going to be with no bones, and I'm going to show you how we take that apart. Basically, what we'll do is rip the tail off. It's a little bit watery here.
Indeed it is.
Okay. We'll put this back in. Now, would you like to try one? Or
I certainly would.
And I'll move this one to the side.
You can do this at home.
Oh,
this
sure.
is easy to do, especially when you have an expert like Chris. Okay, the first thing that comes off is the, ow! I guess I'm not quite as good as Chris is at this, but it does, indeed, it breaks off. And again, those will be used for garnish.
Right.
Then comes the tail.
And then you just make it a twist.
Okay.
There you go.
I see why you need your chef's jacket here. All right.
Okay, so now we're going to put this back in the water.
Okay.
And we're going to take these legs off real quick, just because we don't need them. This is garnish part.
Look at that.
Okay.
Now we have the good parts left.
The good parts left. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to take our French knife, and we're just going to open the lobster up, this tail. We're going to cut a little line right here. Oops, don't want to get your fingers in there, or my fingers.
Either fingers.
And just cut down along the back, or now it's underneath the stomach.
Ooh, look at that.
And we open it up, and then we just crack it open.
And this is fully cooked at this point, correct?
Yes. And you open it up. You got a little pressure.
Look at that.
And there we go. There's the whole tail. All meat, nothing inside.
Wow. Came out very cleanly the way you did that.
Now what we want to do is wash it. Just make sure that everything's out of it.
And we do that in our cold water.
We're going to do this in our cold water. Make sure that there's not still water, nice and cold, so that no bacteria or anything will grow.
Oh, see, we learned something. That's why it has to be cold.
Okay, we have our lobster. We're just going to put this aside. Now we're going to show you how to take the meat out of a claw. Now, restaurants, you get to use those little crackers.
Right, now I've always had trouble getting all the meat out. I always end up with some meat inside, and so you're going to show us now how to do it the right way.
And the way we do it in the back. But basically, you take the knife, you take your claw, right above the opening, you hit down and twist. Now you just pull off the top,
well,
and there's
look
the meat.
That.
Now, when we pull it out, if you're real gentle with it and you just wiggle it back and forth, just keep wiggling. Keep wiggling.
Keep wiggling.
And now I pull it out.
Look at
all
that.
The meat, and here's the bones are right there. And here's all the meat.
And
so it's
that's
one
the
complete.
whole secret of it.
And that's the secret, it's a wiggle.
You know how to do it now.
So we'll do the other side.
Okay.
And I want you to try one too. So that,
oh, great.
And I have a little French knife over there for you.
Okay. Should I use the large knife or the small one?
The large knife.
The large knife
gives you more. Gives you more.
So
leverage.
I'm going to strike it right here.
Right there. Now, there you go. Now twist.
And twist. Okay.
Now flip it over. You're gonna flip one more time to hit this side.
We do the same on both sides.
Right. Now twist.
And twist.
And
look at that.
Now the bottom will come out. Oh, there it comes. Oh,
look at that.
Though.
Well, we're almost.
So, almost.
But I'm learning.
That's right.
And I'm learning, and so when you learn, you sometimes don't do things exactly like the executive chef does, but there we go. Look at that. And there's the rest of it. Of course, you got to do this a few times so you can get the hang of it. But I did get all the meat.
That's right.
And that's what's important.
Okay. Now, basically what we're going to do now is we're just going to take this and we're just going to place it on the side to get it out of our way for now.
No further use for the shells.
Well, the shells, no. If you want to make a little stock, so you want to make soup later or something like that, you can boil it down, and then we'll be fine. Okay, so now our sauce is ready. We're going to put it on the side for a moment.
Great.
Okay, just sit it on the side. We're going to take another saute pan really quick. Now that we cool down the lobster, we need to heat it back up to proper temperature.
Okay, that goes in there. And
little oil.
We're getting pretty close to the end here, aren't we?
We're very close.
All right.
Very close. Put it inside. Saute off your meat. And while we're doing that, we're going to set up our plate.
That's very important, isn't it?
Yes.
The way it looks.
Presentation is everything. I mean, when you first sit down on the table and you look at that presentation, your mouth starts to water before. You don't even taste it, and you can tell that it's going to be good.
I'm waiting for that experience, although I must admit, being here in the kitchen, my mouth is watering already.
You can see this curry sauce.
Oh,
it's a little
look
thick.
at that.
We didn't have to do anything to it. Just let it cook down.
And I helped make that.
And you helped make it.
Indeed.
But I think, in my own professional way, I think we need a little bit more cream just to give it a little color.
And I agree.
Now I see it lightens it up. It's still nice and thick. We just want to give it that color.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm just going to put it on here. Now, some people might want a ladle, things like that. I'm just basically going to pour it on the plate, in the center of the plate.
Okay.
Let's keep sauteing this. Okay, we're going to...
Little flambe there.
A little bit.
See, I pick up those chef terms real quick.
We're going to twirl the plate so it covers the whole inside rim. Okay.
And again, presentation being very important.
We need our little bit of vegetables. We put these around the outside, just so it heats up faster on the outside and we can saute so everything is on the same time. We're going to heat up some pasta. It's angel hair pasta. I have
My
some water.
favorite.
I have some water going in the back, so we just heat it up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Everything looks good.
Wait till you see it when it's finished.
Okay, now, with our pair of tongs that we had, we're going to take the lobster, put it right here on the side. We're going to take off our little claw that we had here.
Look at that.
Our other claw. Our vegetables. Can't forget our vegetables.
Can't forget those. And good for you. Sounds like an old TV commercial,
yes, it does.
too, doesn't it?
Okay, this pan is no longer used. We take our pasta. Make sure we strain it. Now we put just a little bit on the other side.
Looking better all the time. Mmm.
Now we have to get our garnish. Don't want to forget our garnish.
Absolutely not. Let's bring Rich Umansky out of the cold water here. And that's on a good day.
Now we're going to cut the lobster. Now it's still kind of warm, so you want to do this kind of quick.
Mm-hmm.
Cut it in an angle. Little bite-sized slices. We'll put it back here like it's a tail. Reattach it. And you're ready to serve.
Absolutely. Well, look at that, huh? Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a utensil here. And right after this, we're going to get back and let you know just how wonderful this is. Don't go away.
It may not look like it, but you're watching the future of the Earth pass by. Because many of these products are made from materials you've been recycling. But to keep recycling working, you need to buy products that say, made from recycled materials. For all those next in line, it would mean the world to them.
Oh, I guess you're back with us. As promised, sampling this wonderful food, and this is absolutely wonderful. That's my favorite saying. Let me try the lobster because absolutely wonderful food does include wonderful lobster. Great. The curry sauce is wonderful. The angel hair is incredible. But I better try a little bit more just to be sure, Chris.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Mm. You think I should try some more, right? This is for you. This is not for me. Mmm. Mmm. Mmm, this is wonderful. Of course, I'm always in the habit of sharing, and I'd like to share with my cameraman, Rich Umansky, but I'm not going to. All right, Rich. All right, all right. There you go. Well, we have another entree. You may have seen the ingredients. And that's what we're going to use them for. What's next, Chris?
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to make it like a seafood pasta. Going to get our saute pan on. Get it nice and warm. Our little olive oil. Not olive oil, salad oil.
Salad oil. Again, because the olive oil is a bit strong.
A bit strong. We're trying to get a nice light flavor. We don't want anything overpowering. Okay, if you'd like to assist and have our shallots
would
again.
like to assist. Here go the shallots. Let's hold that up a little bit. And we'll just put all those in. Shallots have a very unique flavor. Oh, I wish you could smell this. Okay, shallots.
Okay.
Then,
now we'd like to put lots of garlic in there.
lots of garlic. And I noticed that you crush this first. Does that help bring the flavor out?
It helps bring the flavor, plus it also is easier to cut.
Let's tilt that pan up just a
It
bit.
breaks that-
Oh, there we go. Look at that, folks.
Breaks it all up, and then it's easy to cut.
Okay, and next,
Okay, next, we're going to throw in our scallops.
throwing in the scallops.
We'd like to
Let's
help
do
with
it.
that,
I've
or-
got to throw in a piece of
Okay.
lobster first. Oh. Okay, and what do we have here?
Now we got some shrimp.
Oh, look at that. Just throw them right
Throw
in.
them right in there.
Go in, boys. There you go. Hey, I'm getting to look like a chef here.
You
huh?
are, real good.
Hey, now, we let this go for a certain amount of time. Again, how do you tell when it's ready for the next
Basically,
step?
the shrimp are going to curl up a little bit. Their tails will curl up a little bit.
Yeah, so would you in that pan.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And with the scallops will start turning a little bit white. Instead of right now, they're kind of pinkish or brownish. They'll start turning whitish. The shrimp will also start turning a little bit orange and curling their tails. And then right about then is when we want to start adding our sauces and wines and all our other good things.
Of course, Chef Alan Wolfe is looking like a real chef here. Maybe I could
That
get
is.
a job, huh?
Never know. Never know.
Never know. You notice he didn't offer anything. He says, you never know. Stick to my day job, right? Okay.
Okay, so basically the reason I grabbed it too was this towel is you never walk anywhere without your towel.
And I have my towel right here.
Because you never know.
Just in case we need it.
You never know when a pan's going to be hot. So for safety reasons, you want to make sure that you always grab things with a towel.
So I definitely should not have used my hand just now.
Well, not really.
Okay,
Unless you wanted to get burned.
I think Chris just burned me in more ways than one. I'll do the jokes here if you don't mind.
Okay.
Just kidding, just kidding. This is wonderful looking, Chris.
Oh, good.
And you do it with such ease. Experience, huh?
It's experience, plus I just enjoy it. You know, that's one thing about cooking you have to enjoy. I mean,
Because it is hot in here. This
it's
is hard work.
And you know, sometimes there's pressure because you try to take care of the guests as fast as possible. So, you know, it's good, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
And here at the Hyatt, the guests are very important.
That is true. They're number one. Number one.
Oh, they are curling up.
They're curling up.
And
So you
they're
notice how they're
turning
getting
just
a
a
little bit white.
And we'll take a look at this. Oh, I did it without my towel again. I'll use my blue towel, matches my shirt. Wouldn't want a towel that didn't match one's shirt. Look at that.
Oh, they're looking good.
Oh, they are looking good.
Now, if you'd like to add some white wine.
Absolutely. We'll add some white wine. Oh, in here. Excuse me. A little flambe, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
It's burning off the alcohol.
Wait a minute. I think that got my hair. My hair is now gray. It was black when we started. Well,
Now we're getting nice
cover
color.
indeed it is.
Okay. Now we're going to add a little bit more wine now.
A
We're
little
there.
more wine coming up.
Oh, looking good. Nice color.
It is.
Now we're
And
gonna
the
add-
smell is incredible.
Oh, got a little tree here.
Okay. It's okay.
We're going to add this. Fresh basil.
Indeed it is. And of course this is edible. Doesn't hurt you, right?
Not at all. Not at all.
No, just kidding.
Okay, and now we just chopped some of it up already, so go ahead and add that.
There it is.
Mix it around. If you want to use a spoon or something, you're more than welcome to use a spoon to mix it.
Okay, well, I'll just use this spoon to mix it and use my rag here. Or do we call it a towel?
Towel.
A towel.
Sounds
Use my
a little better.
towel. Look at that. Yeah, we wouldn't want to be using a rag on gourmet food.
That's right.
I might get ragged for saying that. There we go. I've stirred it now. Ooh, look at that.
Okay, now we want to add a little bit of salt and pepper.
Okay.
Okay, here
Salt
you go.
and pepper?
Salt and pepper, it's a mix. It's an
this is a mix.
It's a mix, it's 80-20 mix. We mix it ourselves.
How much?
Just a little bit, just for taste. There you go.
Okay. Not even a teaspoon.
Not even a teaspoon. Don't want too much salt in your food. It's not good for you.
Not good.
Okay. Now what we're going to do is we have some whole wheat pasta.
Oh, indeed we do.
And we're going to dump it into the back.
Is it pre-cooked?
Yes, it is. Pre-cooked. We blanched it ahead of time.
Let me just check this out, if you don't mind.
No, help yourself.
It is excellent.
Great.
Very good, really. That goes into the back.
Yes, it does.
There we go. That is delicious wheat pasta.
Okay. Here we go.
I guess I got a little bit on me, didn't I? Oh, well. Okay.
All right. Now, pasta's nice and hot.
Indeed it is.
See, the reason we do that is so you don't overcook the pasta. You add hot to hot, and you're not adding a cold pasta to the hot sauce, so it doesn't take as long to heat up.
Very important,
We're going to mix this up together. Well, you can use tongs or a spoon, but I just kind of flip it around.
You are the professional.
Okay. So, I think it's hot, and
I think it's about ready to go onto my palate, I hope.
think so.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, here's our plate.
Okay.
We're going to need our tongs.
And I will reclaim my fork.
Get your...
Oh, look at that! I think I am going to really enjoy this. Just look at it. The bed of pasta. Okay, we want to make sure that we don't leave any for Rich Umansky, my cameraman.
Oh, I was saving him a little over here.
He pretends that he likes to eat, but, you know. Look at that, scallops and shrimp. Wow, look at that.
This should keep you busy for a little bit.
It should indeed. Is there any particular place where I should begin the sampling?
Oh, anywhere you want. Now a little sauce on top.
Sauce on top, look at that.
Now for the last part of it, get some of our fresh basil.
Got to put that on for appearance.
And there you go.
And that's it. Now the proof of the pudding is in the tasting. I'll start out with a scallop. Wonderful. How about the shrimp? I better try that. Oh, it's fantastic. Well, we will finish this here very shortly, but right now, great. I thank you so much for having us here at the Hyatt in Coral Gables.
Well, thank you.
Dugenske. And I thank you for joining us on this edition of Snapshot. Until next time, I'm your host, Alan Wolfe, reminding you, keep your focus right here on Snapshot, and we'll see you then. And I'm going to get back to this. Thanks for joining us.